Welcome along everyone to Wrestling Showdown, and what a busy weekend this has been. We had Remedy and Dunfermline last night. Were you there? You were? Then you know just how awesome it was. Thank you to everybody who turned out to see us. Thank you as well to our friends at Cushie's who co-sponsored the event. Today, in fact very soon, we're going to be in Linlithgow. I've cleverly parked the mobile studio at the back of the venue, and it is an amazing event lined up, and it will be sponsored just like every live event in 2019 will be sponsored by our friends at Crafty Connoisseur. I've told you the match you're going to be seeing. Come along and catch us if you can make it in time. Linlithgow's going to be ace. But on the horizon we've got a live event in Galashiels, and it happens in 7 days time, 1 week from today, co-sponsored by the aforementioned Crafty Connoisseur and of course the Border Bookie and Karaoke Bus. We know that the very good Mr. Ewan G. Mackey will face tenacious Johnny Lyons. Will it be for the heavyweight title? Come along in Galashiels and find out. Also, we've got the return of the Galashiels Cup tournament. Mike Musso and Luke Aldridge were the first two people to throw their hats in the ring for that one. Kevin Williams has also said he's going to be part of the tournament as well. And Williams is going to be in action in the match you're about to see in just a moment. He is facing the Exile Luke Aldridge and also the returning Future Shock Tom Fulton in a triple threat match. Now, Aldridge and Williams are regulars here in W3L. Fulton hasn't been here for quite a while, or has he? I mean, he's a time traveller, so chances are he's been here recently, because him jumping into the time stream means that his timeline runs in a different linear form to ours. So it may be a while for us, but it will be soon for him. Is this making sense? Time travel's way too complicated. Suffice to say, Tom Fulton is here. He takes on Aldridge and Williams in a triple threat contest. Who's going to win? Who will get the victory? I have no idea. Tom Fulton might, because he's probably already had this match a couple of decades ago. But, time travel. Anyway, let's get down to ringside for some triple threat action.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a triple threat match scheduled for 1-4. Introducing first of all, from the year 2133, this is Future Shock. Introducing next from the Wirral Peninsula, and weighing 17 7/8 of a stone, this is the Exile, Luke Aldridge. And your final participant, he is from the 8-bit subspace superhighway at 200 megapixels, Kevin Williams.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown. Maybe a triple threat match scheduled for you. We have Kevin Williams, of course, the black single, who you all know. And he's ready, as you just heard. There's the Exile Luke Aldridge and the returning Future Shock Tom Fulton. The blue and the green. The Fulton's not been on Showdown since January of 2017. Quite a while since we've last seen him. He's been in a few live W3L events and has tackled the great and the good of the World Wide Wrestling League on those shows, but in the case of Showdown, it's his first appearance in frankly 2 years, quite frankly. Aldridge not revealing himself to this audience. Just last night he took Johnny Lyons to his very limit at Remedy, the heavyweight title on the line. Aldridge came within a hair's breadth of winning on a number of occasions, and he reckons that a strong showing in this contest would easily propel him back into title contention. And the same with Williams as well. We've seen him challenging Dickie Divers for the Wrestling Showdown Championship, and he'd love to get himself another championship opportunity. As with Tom Fulton, who's never really managed to be put in the firing line for a title match here in W3L. He's obviously a very busy man. Not only he travels all over the world, but through time as well. Hence fact it's called Future Shock. As you probably heard, is from the year 2133. And it's all Greco-Roman knuckle locks here. Now, these men have fought before, so they all know each other. Obviously, Aldridge and Williams know each other better than that Fulton knows Aldridge and Williams. The unpopular Aldridge being exiled from the ring there. to the sporting contest between Williams and Fulton. Two popular men, as you heard. So the crowd will be split in their support of both of these participants. And of course, with Remedy now in the history books, we look towards Galashiels next week. So obviously we're in Lithgow today for another amazing live W3L events, but Galashiels in 7 days' time. There's the Galashiels Cup up for grabs. Both Aldridge and Williams entered into that tournament, and if either of those men get the victory here, that will certainly put them in a strong position for potentially winning the much prized Galashiels Cup. Williams not for letting go, however. Lovely move by Future Shock Tom Fulton to take down Kevin Williams. Now Fulton wrestles and competes all across Europe, predominantly in Romania, where he is a strong part of the Romanian Wrestling Alliance. He's the head trainer, and he's responsible for basically the state of wrestling in Romania, which there was very little, if any, before Tom Fulton arrived there. He has pretty much single-handedly built the Romanian wrestling scene. As he rolls up Williams, getting this one early. It's the downside to a triple threat match. It's that you've got three participants. If one person who's on the floor, in this case currently Aldridge, isn't paying attention, the other two could end up scoring a pin or a submission, ending the match, and you don't even have to be involved in the contest for it to end. So Aldridge, whoever he skulked off to, if this is his plan, even he can't win the match on the floor. See Fulton trying to out-wrestle Kevin Williams. The thing about Tom Fulton, of course, is that he does head to as many seminars as he can in Europe and here in the UK as well. Always trying to improve, passing it on to his students in Romania. Williams is a bit of training as well. So they've got a lot of experience and pass on their knowledge. And we're seeing a lot of that here, because I don't know what people expected from this match, but it's nice to see a good technical wrestling contest. Two men showing the sport, the skill that comes inherent in pro wrestling. It's not all just big moves, and I'm sure we'll see them at some point. But it's nice to see two people having a clean technical wrestling contest. It's like the heyday of British wrestling when you had people who weren't necessarily, dare I say, good or bad, just went out to test themselves as sportsmen, and it's actually lovely seeing them. It's really been since Aldridge has disappeared. Roll up by Williams could end this one, and suddenly Aldridge reappears, perhaps realising, he's got the ankle of Tom Fulton, perhaps realising that this could have been over, and he just decked him with that forearm. Williams kind of biding his time. I mean, it's every man for himself, so he may not like Aldridge, but does he really want to go and assist Tom Fulton? Maybe not. Fulton down the floor, Williams just checking on him. Aldridge back in the ring first, and catches him with the axe handle. The Aldridge such a force in W3L. We've seen him mature from his nobleman days into becoming an Exile. He's changed his look, he's changed his attitude. Kane's ability means the best he's ever been, and getting better by the day. Of course, if you're at Remedy, you'd have seen that firsthand. And knocks down Williams with that back elbow. And Exile constantly improving. He stomps on him there right in the chest to knock the air out of Williams' lungs. And he would love to get back in that title hunt. As down goes Kevin Williams, cuts that body slam. Winning the Galashiels Cup may be a good way of doing that. And for the cover.
Oh, come on, Luke! Come on, Luke, smash him up!
And we've got a support or two in the audience, but I'm pretty sure they're sitting in the room. Hanging on Aldridge off the ropes. And Williams ducked on that clothesline and hits the Russian leg sweep. You underestimate Kevin Williams at your peril. We've seen him here in Showdown this time, so you think maybe, not that he's overmatched, but the match is not going his way, and that maybe he's on the back foot and he suddenly finds a way to pull it round and get the victory. Aldridge going for the cover again, but here's Fulton. Again, first pinfall wins, first submission wins, no eliminations in this one. So you need to have eyes in the back of your head.
No chance.
There he goes. Atomic drop. The one thing you need to realise about Tom Fulton is he's a huge fan of the 1980s wrestling scene. And for all that he is from the year 2033, he uses the futuristic offense, which it has to be said resembles the offense of 1980s wrestlers. I'm not sure many wrestling the headsters quite as nicely as that. So he uses a lot of 1980s style moves like that atomic drop. But it works for him. He's been a success, so fair play to Tom Fulton as he comes to charge again. We're going to get a monkey flip. And Aldridge went down on that one. Straight in for the cover goes Future Shock Tom Fulton, who nearly scored the pinfall on that one. Dave Williams, after the beating he took, just lying in the corner recovering. And in this kind of match, it's probably the best strategy. If you can get one opponent down and take them out of the equation, you can focus on the other one. Crowd firmly on the side of Tom Fulton. He should be. He doesn't bang his head on these massive bubbles that the venue's hung from the ceiling. Maybe he'll swing off it. And there's another one of those 1980s moves. Tom Fulton hits the axe handle, but I think his knee's gone. And Williams went to charge in. I think he's realised that Williams has had a knee problem in the past that took him out of wrestling for a while. So he probably sympathised with what's going on. It's either his knee or his ankle, but something gave when Fulton crashed down with that double axe handle.
Get to the back, Tom. Come on.
And Williams saying maybe you should compete, maybe for your health you should head to the back, but I don't think Fulton's going to do that. He doesn't appear on shoulder very often, wants to make the most of this, and he's saying to Williams, no, I want to fight, I want to win this match. Oh, and Williams retaliated. He can have a bit of a nasty streak from Kevin Williams, you rarely see it, but it's there. He's basically just saying to Tom Fulton, if you want to keep fighting, then fine, we'll fight. He's up for the bomb. That's exactly what it is. And that'll injure the leg and knee further. Lovely move by Williams, rolled him over. But Aldridge breaking it up. And Fulton now, a wounded man. Huge boot there from Luke Aldridge. This must wrap it up. Surely it's going to end it. But Williams kicking out. Fulton trying to interfere in that as well. You saw him reaching in. And he's not happy there. He's got him hooked up. Whoa, wait. I think they may go for the DD6, but Williams hits the game over. Spins round and Aldridge goes to the floor. Straps her down from Fulton. And there's a go. That's exactly for it. Back to the future. Oh, set off throw, runs it right into Aldridge. And Williams applying a figure four leg lock. That's a good move to use on a wounded Tom Fulton. He beat Jonathan Richards back in September last year using that very self-same move, the figure four leg lock. And Fulton, how much can he hold on though? It depends how bad the injury was, but it seemed fairly sore when he landed. He's trying to fight through it. Williams has got him in place, he doesn't need to let go. He's got him where he wants. Oh, Fulton reversed it. Tom Fulton somehow reaching down deep, managed to roll over, and now the pressure being reversed. Oh, Williams reversed it. He felt the pain there as it shot through his legs, thanks to Fulton, but now he turns him over again. And wait, Aldridge has slid at the ring and he's covering Tom Fulton, and he just scored the pin. The referee's counting to 3, his shoulders were down, and Aldridge just stole the victory. What a sneaky way to end this match. Williams had Fulton the figure four leg lock. Aldridge climbed in, covered Fulton, his shoulders were down. He got the 3 count and Aldridge wins. Surely this is going to put him back in title contention sometime in the not too distant future.
What a sneaky way to win the contest, but Luke Aldridge takes advantage of the rules in a triple threat match and wins the match, rightly or wrongly. And that's going to set him up nicely for our live event in Galashiels coming up in 7 days time. That's right, 1 week from today we're in Galashiels. And it's to return the Galashiels Cup, and it's tenacious joining lines against the very good Mr. Ewan G. Mackey. Will the heavyweight title be on the line? That'll all depend on the events of this weekend, but come along to Galashiels and find out. Thank you, of course, go to our sponsors for that event, The Border Boogie and Karaoke Bus and Crafty Connoisseur show them both some love and tell them that we said hello. If you want to come and see our live event in Galashiels, which obviously you do, make sure you buy your tickets from our website. You can go there by going to W3LWrestling.com. Get your tickets and sign up to the mailing list while you're at it. Then give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us over on Instagram, subscribe to this very channel. One button click will get you a notification every Sunday at 12 PM when a new episode of Showdown is prepared and unleashed for you. And then of course use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown. Discuss this episode. Tell us what you liked about Remedy. Tell us what you thought of Linlithgow. Tell us who you think is going to win the Galashiels Cup. Engage with everybody at W3L using the aforementioned hashtag. And of course, you should then come back in 7 days' time. We'll have another edition of Wrestling Showdown and we'll be live in Galashiels. 2 places at once, it's like magic. So come along, see us live and watch this episode next week as well. You will not be disappointed. I will see you both here and there on Wrestling Showdown and in Galashiels.